in Lagos, talented young debaters' voices echo loud and bright. On JENDOL Annual Debate Championship, the stage is set for the brightest and most eloquent minds to shine so bright, celebrating eloquence and intellect at its finest, a thrilling sight. An initiative of JENDOL Superstores, a world-class grocery that lifts shoppers with a smile. Give voice to your thoughts and let your origin take flight as you rise above the rest. So can you debate like a pro and step to the stage? Take your stand and state your argument. This is your golden chance to stardom. Become the undisputed champion. Earn the bragging right of the best debater in Lagos State Public Senior Secondary School. Welcome to the JENDOL Annual Debate Championship Show.
In the words of a very dear friend of mine, Emmanuel Bolarinwa, he said, "Education without expression is limitation." So we dare to give voice to our thoughts, because when you do, you will be able to rise above the skies and take your place with the stars. It is on that note that I want to welcome you to the JENDOL Annual Debate Championship Season 2 Grand Finale. Please put your hands together for yourself. My name is Aino Ayomide Emmanuel Ugo. For some of you, you already know, and for those who were around for the semi-finals, it's nice to see you all again. Thank you for coming around today. And you would agree with me that the semi-finals was hot, produced 6 vibrant speakers, and I tell you that today we will be crowning that debater that stands high in eloquence, in composure, and in intellectuals. So please sit back, relax. We are sure to have a beautiful ride today. It is on this note that I would also like to appreciate the organizer and the sponsor of this beautiful event, JENDOL Superstores. Please, can we put our hands together for them? Anytime you hear the word JENDOL, there is one word that resonates with you instantly, and that is to smile. So when we say JENDOL Superstore, you say shop with smile. JENDOL Superstore. Shop with smile. Thank you very much. I would like to recognize the presence of the CEO and Managing Director of JENDOL Superstores in person of Dr. Mark Akabwe. Thank you for coming around, making our time to be here today, and also the Executive Director of JENDOL Superstores, Mrs. Oluwakemi Akabwe. I've been well informed that we'll have the Director of Co-Curricular Unit of the Lagos State Government Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, Alausa Secretariat, here present and is represented by Mr. Shion Awojumobi. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for making our time to be here today. And yes, once again, thank you, Lagos State Government, for endorsing this grander event. I would like to also recognize the presence of directors and desk officers here present. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our amiable panel of judges. The erudite scholar himself, Professor Bamidele Joseph Bolarinwa. And we also have the beautiful Mrs. Oladeji. Please put your hands together for her. Mr. Sholeye also is here. Please, can we put your hands together for him? And I also have our accurate timekeeper, Mrs. Kehinde Ogunrombi. Please put your hands together for her. You will not agree with me that technology is one thing to be reckoned with in Nigeria now. A few years ago, we could not probably boast of some things, but now any organization who want to be at par with competitions around the world, international organizations, they would definitely employ technology. And it's in that vein that JENDOL Superstores have put together this beautiful topic that speakers will be coming here to talk about. The use of AI-powered technologies. Will it prevent cybercrime or will it improve critical thinking? Any moment from now, we'll be having speakers come here to do justice to that topic. We would like to begin this event by recognizing and honoring our dear country. So please, with the permission of the high table and the panel of judges, may we all rise as we have the national anthem.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own the native land. The tribes and tongues may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigeria, so I'm proud to serve our sovereign motherland.
Thank you very much. We will be yet standing for the JENDOL anthem.
JENDOL, 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 JENDOL shall smile. Soon be the world class, all trees that shall pass with a smile. To pay attention to customers' expressions, maintaining conducive atmosphere. JENDOL, JENDOL, JENDOL shall smile.
Any moment from now, we'll be gracing the stage with a visionary man, a man whom I respect so much, not because I have close ties with him, but relationship from afar has shown that he's a man of excellence, a man that holds everyone to heart, a man that you would agree with me, if not for him and the management team, who would probably not be gathered here today. So please permit me putting your hands together for his opening speech, the CEO and the Managing Director of JENDOL Superstores. Please put your hands together for Dr. Mark Akabwe.
I want to say that what we are doing here today will transcend not only within this environment or within the schools where they are being done, but to national level, because I feel and I have a strong belief that our children, our youth, have got so much ideas to spread and to share with the world. And especially at this time in our country, where we have so many contentious issues to discuss and debate, then it creates a platform for them to be able to air their opinion. And if the government officials are humble enough to also listen to them, I believe Nigeria will be better for it. It was a deliberate attempt or a deliberate mission to target the public school, because of course we are not saying they are the less privileged, no, but I know that secondary school that is public, an average Nigerian parent will want to take his children to private school. Is that correct? So if we are doing this, it's because people like us that went through public secondary school, we recognize that giants are there.
Thank you so much for those words of wisdom, sir. We'll continually learn from you. Coming up to take up the stage is the Executive Director of JENDOL Superstores. No other than the one and only. I can see Dr. Mark smiling. You would see his babe walking towards the stage. Please put your hands together for Mrs. Oluwakemi Akabwe as she graciously makes her way to stage. Thank you very much.
Every one of you at this stage, you are a champion. Whether you are the first, you are the second, or whatever position you go home with today, you are a champion. You have done very well. And I'm sure with your participation in this championship, you must have learned one or two things from all the things you have read. So I'm sure it's a plus for you, and you are a winner to have come to the finals. So the stage is set for you. Come on the stage, have a deep breath, look above our head, put on that boldness and fire on. So I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time we all have been waiting for is here. Out of a crucible of 350 participants representing over 200 public secondary schools in Lagos State District 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6, we are all gathered here to witness a clash of intellectuals. These 6 brilliant minds, for anyone who was present at the semi-final, would know that they are ones to be reckoned with when it comes to wit and eloquence. I'll be bringing to the microphone the chief judge himself to give us few words. I know that the judges will be scoring them through the lines of composure, the use of logic, the use of rebuttals, and so on. But then I would still like him to give few words to the participants to get them set for what they're about to do. Please put your hands together for the chief judge himself, Professor Bolarinwa Joseph Bamidele.
Today is the day we have been looking up to. Today is the day the Lord has made, and we are rejoicing and we are glad in it. And today, not today. And I know everybody's under tension, including even the judges. Because God is the only incorruptible judge. We are going to try to give you a very unbiased, unemotional, and meritorious judgment. Thank you very much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be bringing out our speakers in no particular order, and please do well to celebrate them. Please put your hands together as I make welcome Ojeni Daniela from Government Senior College, Agege. Agbederi Joyce should also come from Ijegun Senior Comprehensive High School, Ijegun. Elizabeth Adeleye from Alimosho Senior Grammar School, Idimo. Osipa Mowo Kende Messi. Put your hands together for her. Rhoda Aluko. And Asiebo Mary Rose. Let's put your hands together for them. You have 4 minutes to present your convictions on this stage. But please take note, the first bell you would hear from the timekeeper indicates you have 1 minute, approximately 60 seconds left. The second bell you would hear means time up. Do you understand? Do you understand? Good. So you have 4 minutes to present your argument, and after that, we would have 1 minute for your rebuttals. Ladies and gentlemen, the first speaker proposing, coming to grace this stage after days and weeks of preparation. Please put your hands together for Ojeni Daniela.
Imagine a world where we produce school graduates who are rendered redundant by artificial intelligence. A world where you barely socialize because all you need to relate with friends and families has been done by artificial intelligence. Elon Musk once said, and I quote, "With artificial intelligence, we are summoning the devil." End of quote. Ladies and gentlemen, the highly esteemed panel of judges, my ever-ready opponent and distinguished audience, standing before you is Ojeni Daniela, an ambassador of Government Senior College, Agege, here to strongly support the topic. Students below 18 years should be restricted from using AI-powered technologies to prevent cybercrimes and foster critical thinking. AI-powered technologies are systems, tools, or platforms that use artificial intelligence to perform tasks, enhance capabilities, and provide intelligent solutions. Examples of these technologies include robotics, machine learning, natural learning, and many more. Studies carried out in Pakistan and China has revealed that AI-powered technology has caused 68.9% in personal privacy and 27.7% in loss of decision-making. Hence, there is need to restrict the use of AI-powered technologies to prevent cybercrimes and foster critical thinking. It is said that an enemy in the dark can do more than an enemy in the open. Artificial intelligence remains one of humans' most underestimated foe. When one look back to the time when humans utilized 90% of their thinking capacity, or days when children engaged in critical thinking rather than depend on computers to solve problems, one begins to wonder, did it all go wrong? Matt Bellamy, the English songwriter, once said, and I quote, "In the long term, artificial intelligence and automation are going to be taking over so much of what gives human a sense of purpose." End of quote. Ladies and gentlemen, the most important thing in education is to teach students to think critically, creatively, and independently. These were the words of the phenomenal scientist Albert Einstein. This man taught himself geometry and physics, started reading scientific texts, experimented with electricity for his first 15 years, all without the help of any AI-powered technology. With this life evidence, it would be a blunder not to restrict students below 18 years from using AI-powered technology. AI-powered technologies, from its definition, is great, but the ability of students to effectively utilize it is what is lacking. Taking our country for instance, Nigeria that has been infested with poverty, giving immature minds unrestricted access to AI-powered technology is delicate, and they tend to use it for dubious acts. So a very effective way of preventing such events that will lead to cybercrimes and increase in crime rates is restricting the use of AI-powered technologies. As Professor Isha Pantami once said, and I quote, "Cybercrime is a threat to our national security, and we must take urgent actions to protect our youth." End of quote. One other thing, do you know students have dropped out of school, and some that are still in school but pay little or no attention to academics? They engage in illicit online activities known as Yahoo, lured with easy wealth. Former EFCC chairman Ibrahim Magu once said, and I quote, "The rise of Yahoo boys has become a national embarrassment, and we must take urgent actions to protect our youth." End of quote. As I established at the beginning of my presentation, young students have a great wide range of intellectual capabilities. However, these capabilities will not just appear. They require much critical thinking to be unlocked. Come to think of it, these AI-powered technologies were all brought up by the critical thinking of some people, young people especially. Dear listeners, AI-powered technology has been proven to be dangerously useful as it provides access to almost everything. What then becomes the essence of our existence? Yoruba adage says, "Ewu nbe loko longe furare ewuni," meaning there is danger in AI. AI itself is danger, a beautiful danger. I'll be right back.
Well, I never knew Longe was AI. Please, can we put our hands together for her once again? Coming for the counter argument, please put your hands together for Elizabeth Adeleye.
During the COVID-19 pandemic, the minds of our secondary school students, including those under the age of 18, were salvaged from becoming rusty and void through the use of AI-powered technologies. That was in 2020. I wonder why in 2024 we are now talking about restrictions. The chairman, moderator, distinguished judges, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Adeleye Elizabeth, a representative of Alimosho Senior Grammar School, here today to vehemently oppose the notion that students below 18 years should be restricted from using AI-powered technologies to prevent cybercrimes and foster critical thinking. Simply put, artificial intelligence-powered technologies refers to technologies that have been designed to think and behave like humans, while cybercrimes refers to unlawful activities committed online. While concerns about online safety are valid, I firmly believe that restriction is not the solution. In fact, it will hinder the very benefit we seek to achieve. And here are the basis of my conviction. Firstly, AI literacy is crucial as it's already a digital age. Restriction of this sort will deprive minors from understanding the fundamental technology shaping their world. The great philosopher, Heraclitus, said, and I quote, "No man ever steps into the same river twice, for it's not the same man." End of quote. Let us be clear that we are no longer in the Stone Age, and we must update our systems to cope with the changing world. Let's look at this. A child is not allowed to use Android phone because of plagiarism and cybercrime trap. But his 18-year-old friend, who has a standard tablet and supplies him with all the AI-crafted answers. So who are we deceiving? It only shows that there's no saviour from AI trends. In addition, ladies and gentlemen, the age limit of 18 years is not valid and not justifiable in this regard. Do you know that according to UNESCO, an age limit of 13 was set for the use of AI tools in the classroom? So here's my question. If I've set 18 as the age limit, what happens to 14, 15, 16, 17 years old who can achieve great things using these technologies? Distinguished judges, age has never been a barrier to intellectual or even moral development. According to New York Times, a girl named Dorothy Jintuma, who earned a master's degree at the age of 14, completed her PhD at Arizona University at the age of 17. Dorothy in an interview explained how she had harnessed AI technologies to become one of the youngest ever to achieve this academic feat. I need you to ponder on that. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, AI technology actually aids creativity and innovation. According to UNESCO, AI can improve educational outcomes to 30%, especially for 258 million out-of-school children. Let us be clear about something. AI-powered technology doesn't mean only ChatGPT or Meta AI. We are aware of the copy and paste atrocities. But these are just few out of many others. We have AI-powered games like Dreambox Learning, WordUp, Kahoot, Tutoria, Mobile Learn, and even Google for Kids. The opposition side is concerned about possible distractions and exposure, but that is where all-round guidance comes in. Distinguished judges, I have opposed the motion before us today by presenting 4 points, which includes digital age, invalid age limits, AI fosters creativity and critical thinking, and AI aids learning and educational performances. Thank you.
Please, can we put our hands together for that passionate discourse? From the proposant side, the next speaker, Agbede Rejoice. Please put your hands together for her.
Truly, AI has a big impact on students, offering them tools to learn faster and gain new skills. However, if students are not being guided in the use of AI, it can lead to several serious cases like cybercrimes and the extinction of critical thinking. Good day, Chairman, panel of judges, ladies and gentlemen. I am Agbede Rejoice, a student of Jego Senior Comprehensive High School, speaking for the motion which states students below 18 should be restricted from using AI-powered technology to prevent cybercrime and foster critical thinking. According to datacamp.com, AI is a subfield of computer science that focuses on creating artificial intelligence that would typically require human intelligence. Foremost, according to AAI.com, Nigeria was ranked 10th in the world for countries most affected with cybercrimes. Using a Nigerian student as a case study, when a student downloads AI-integrated apps, links can be sent to these apps for the student to click on. And when the students eventually click on these links, it leads them to different AI-powered websites like AI Gemini, Dark Web, and many others, where the hidden functions of these AI websites is to either change people's voices or forge people's identity. Now, students can easily fall victim to these crimes, which will lead to higher cybercrimes like identity theft, Yahoo, and the likes. Now, if I may ask, since students can easily fall victim to these crimes, shouldn't they be restricted from the dangers of these crimes? Well, when guardians and educators use parental control software to limit the access to students on AI, students will no longer have to worry about the cybercrimes they can fall into. Furthermore, ChatGPT, being one of the most used apps by students, also encourage critical thinking, because even in ChatGPT, there is a disclaimer that says ChatGPT is not always correct. Check important info. However, it is time we students get up to be critical thinkers that we are, rather than letting AI do the thing for us, which is artificial intelligence. By monitoring students' access to AI, students will be able to develop the ability to think for themselves, because when they are given tasks to do, rather than go to artificial intelligence for answer, they rather do these works on their own, which will help boost the curiosity of great minds. In conclusion, as the saying goes, prevention is better than cure. Therefore, students Therefore, students should be restricted from the use of AI in order to prevent cybercrimes and prevent it from the fact that it can affect them psychologically, leading to addiction, social isolation, and even depression. Therefore, students should be restricted from this AI-powered technologies to prevent cybercrimes and foster critical thinking. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Abede Rejoice. Ladies and gentlemen, the train is moving and it's making a stop at Rhoda Aluko's doorstep. Please put your hands together for her as she presents a counter argument. Thank you.
The bird does not forget the song it learned in its youth. This adage captures the essence of today's debate. I stand here today against the motion that seeks to shackle young minds from artificial intelligence under the guise of protection. Let's not fool ourselves. Nigeria's youth are already digital natives in a rapidly advancing world. By restricting artificial intelligence, are we really preventing cybercrimes and fostering critical thinking? Or are we just creating digital outcasts in a globally connected era? Good day, Mr. Chairman, sir, panel of impartial judges, accurate timekeeper, the admirable moderator, my co-debaters, and my ever-attentive audience. I am Aluko Rhoda, a proud representative of the prestigious Oriwu Senior Model College, Ikorodu, here to stand firmly against the motion that says students below 18 years should be restricted from using AI-powered technologies to prevent cybercrimes and foster critical thinking. For clarity's sake, AI, also known as artificial intelligence, refers to advanced computer systems that can perform tasks typically requiring human intelligence, such as problem solving. Students must be equipped with tools like AI as they are becoming essential in today's world. Imagine a Nigerian student who is denied access to AI tools competing in a global market with peers from India, China, or even the US, where AI education starts as early as elementary school. Are we not setting our children up for failure by limiting their exposure to AI technologies? In 2020, a UNESCO report showed that 90% of students between the ages of 12 to 17 in sub-Saharan Africa have access to mobile phones and AI-powered technologies. Restricting AI use would limit these students' access to modern learning tools that are critical for their future competitiveness in the global economy. More so, restricting AI doesn't necessarily prevent cybercrimes. Rather, it leaves students ill-equipped to navigate and safeguard themselves in the digital world. Instead of restricting AI, we should focus on educating students on cybersecurity. Benjamin Franklin once said, and I quote, "An investment in knowledge pays the best interest," end of quote. A study by CyberSafe Foundation found that Nigerian youth who undergo cybersecurity training are 65% less likely to fall victim to online crimes. Moreover, AI technologies can actually enhance critical thinking. AI tools like chatbots and intelligent tutoring systems encourage students to think through problems, ask deep questions, and receive tailored feedback. According to Dr. Chikeze Uwangbara, a Nigerian educational psychologist, AI tools challenge students to go beyond memorization and instead engage in analysis and problem solving. Even my opponents over here cannot deny the fact that they must have consulted AI even just a little for some information. And yet, they are supporting that we should restrict AI for students below 18. Besides, AI doesn't give students all the answers. Instead, it helps them to discover the answers on their own. Galileo Galilei once said, "You cannot teach a man anything, you can only help him to discover it within himself." Furthermore, according to a 2021 study by the National Bureau of Statistics, 47.1% of Nigerian youth are interested in pursuing careers in tech and innovation, and AI is one of the fastest growing fields. In 2020, the World Economic Forum estimated that 85 million jobs will be displaced by AI by 2025, but 97 million euros will be created by this same AI. AI is becoming an integral part of modern life, and restricting its use will leave the students unprepared for the real world where AI literacy will be essential for success. If we close our eyes to facts, we will learn through accidents. In conclusion, just as people once feared that calculators will destroy math skills or the internet will corrupt young minds, AI is now seen as a threat. But history has shown that the tools themselves aren't the problem, it is how we choose to use them. Professor Yemi Osinbajo, Nigeria's former vice president, emphasized that technology is not the enemy, ignorance is. End of quote. AI is the future, and if we restrict students' access to it, we are denying them the opportunity to prepare for the realities of tomorrow. The future belongs to those who prepare for it today. Thank you.
Permit me, before I bring in the next speaker, please put your hands together. I'd like to recognize the presence of Mr. Innocent Osagide, the Executive Director of NIBSS. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for making our time to be here today. Ladies and gentlemen, the next speaker coming to grace your stage is one that is always filled with passion. Please put your hands together for Osibamo Okende. Merci.
Cybercrime is not just a digital problem. It's like a digital pandemic. AI is a gift from humans and a curse to humans. Do you know that every 30 seconds, a Nigerian falls victim to cybercrime, resulting to 1.5 million loss daily? And background check asks that it is commonly carried out by students below the age of 18. And so, the aftermath is downright apocalyptic. Good day, Mr. Chairman, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, co-debaters, and my ever-attentive audience. Standing before you today with all confidence, boldness, and smartness is Osibamo Okende Messi, a bona fide dean student of Ajegule Senior High School. And I'm here in support of the motion which states, and I quote, students below 18 years should be restricted from using AI-powered technology to prevent cybercrime and foster critical thinking. Permit me to cite an example of a student of the University of Port Harcourt that was handed a 14-year sentence for internet fraud. On 17 September 2024, he was charged for obtaining a sum of $22 under false pretense and impersonation. If he had channeled his analytical reasoning to something legally productive, then maybe, just maybe, he wouldn't be in jail serving a 14-year term. The rapid advancement of AI has transformed the way we live, learn, and interact. Artificial intelligence is undoubtedly one of the biggest technological breakthroughs since the birth of the internet. And while AI has made giant strides in the past few years, experts say we are just getting started. The unchecked exposure to AI-powered technology poses significant risks to children under 18 years, particularly in terms of cybercrime and diminished critical thinking skills. Do you know that more time spent on AI-powered technology leads to cybercrime, social bullying, depression, and exposure to content that is not age appropriate? Yes, we all know that AI-driven solutions provide instant answers. But in the process, discouraging analytical reasoning, they rely on AI-generated answers rather than developing problem-solving abilities. Imagine a student that relies on AI for answers. 72 times 10, AI. 3 raised to power 4, AI. Any little question, AI. An economic term states, and I quote, power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. End of quote. If students are given so much technological liberty to the extent that they rely on AI-powered technology to carry out their day-to-day activities, then what are you grooming? Leaders of tomorrow with critical thinking or slaves to technological advancement? I leave you to ponder on this. The human brain has the capability of assimilating and processing trillion bytes of data, but students are limiting themselves with the use of AI-powered technology. The age 13 to 18 is the time the brain is at its full capacity. But if, as a student, you spend most of your time on AI-powered technology for cybercrime or any fraudulent activities, then I tell you this, a fool at 40 did not just become a fool overnight. I have spoken. Thank you.
Coming for a counter argument, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mary Rose.
Good morning, the Honorable Chairperson, highly esteemed panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, our infatigable teachers, my co-debaters, fellow students, and everyone present. My name is Mary Rose, an honorable student of Girls Senior Secondary Grammar School, and I'm here to oppose the topic. Students below 18 years should be restricted from using AI, also known as artificial intelligence-powered technologies, to prevent cybercrimes and foster critical thinking. Starting by defining AI-powered technologies, well, AI-powered technologies refers to systems and processes that enables machines to perform tasks typically requiring human intelligence. Stating reasons why I strongly disagree with the motion is because, firstly, AI-powered tools like intelligent tutoring systems can personalize education, adapting to each student's learning style and pace. This is mostly important in Nigeria, where there is often a high student and teacher ratio. Secondly, AI can allow students to receive tailored feedback and assistance, helping them understand complex topics effectively. For instance, platforms like ULesson, Duolingo, Khan Academy, and Quizlet use AI to guide students through lessons at their own pace, which leads to improved learning outcomes. By learning to program and interact with AI, students develop a logical thinking skill that is essential for critical reasoning. Furthermore, students below 18 years should not be restricted, because by restricting them, we risk depriving them of the tools they need to develop in crucial skills such as data science, software engineering, and many more. In Nigeria, where the tech industry is rapidly expanding, AI can provide students with a competitive edge. Concerns about cybercrimes and misuse of AI can be mitigated by involving parents and educators in monitoring the use of AI. Rather than restricting students, a more effective approach would be to educate them on cybersecurity and safe online practices. AI can also encourage critical thinking by presenting problems that require thoughtful analysis and decision-making. In conclusion, restricting students below 18 years from accessing AI is not the solution to preventing cybercrimes and fostering critical thinking. As Mark Prensky, an American speaker on learning and education, said, and I quote, "We need to prepare students for a world where technology is constantly evolving, not by shielding them from it, but by teaching them how to harness its powers." End of quote. By doing so, we can empower students to navigate the digital world, think critically, and make informed decisions. Let's focus on education and awareness rather than restrictions. Thank you.
Any moment from now, we'll be having the rebuttals. Each of them would have 1 minute to come re-emphasize their convictions on stage. Starting up the rebuttals, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Ojeni Daniela.
I remain Ojeni Daniela. My opponent's points are like Nigeria's electricity supply, unreliable. AI may promise speed and efficiency, but without a reliable electricity supply, its benefits are irrelevant. While critics argue that AI is faster, but how can it function when the national grid collapses? As experienced 11 times this year, with the most occurring ones last month. Before the existence of AI, our forefathers ranged through formal education and were successful. In fact, they had the most toughest arithmetics than our generation. A Yoruba adage says, "Eyan okin fina sori orule sun," meaning you can't leave the warmth of the fire on the roof while sleeping. Thank you.
Coming for our 1 minute rebuttal, please put your hands together for Elizabeth Adeleye.
Distinguished judges, I am not sure my opponent clearly understands this topic, because even a Yoruba adage says that "Tí ọmọdé bá mọwọ́ wẹ̀, á bágbà jẹun," which means that a child who is morally upright will surely achieve similar things as the elders. In other areas of life like sports, we see young people like the 17-year-old Lamine Yamal who win awards in football with discipline and high morals. Why is it in the use of technology that we have age restrictions? www.inspireinjabs.com reports that Mark Zuckerberg created his first application with the support of his father at about 12 years of age. There are many examples like this, so what is the essence of shouting without even understanding the topic? On this note, I say restriction is just not the solution, but guidance, or else we might be suffocating the potentials and future of these children. Thank you.
The only definition for what is happening currently is gasbos. Permit me to bring to stage for our rebuttal at Bede Rejoice. Please put your hands together for her.
My opponent said she is sure I used AI for my research. However, nobody is saying that AI is bad. But the only thing we are saying is that it should be restricted from the dangers, which has done more harm than good. My teacher will always say, it is all about technology. It's about what you have here and what you have here. So the restriction of AI will help these children, because if the restriction of AI does not help these children, what else will? When we see cases of students going to jail because of what? Cyber crimes. Where we have Yahoo. Every boy student now wants to become a Yahoo boy. Why? Because of these students are not restricted from the use of AI, which all started from AI. But judges, let me put it to you today that cyber crimes are often started from AI. Well, my opponent said I used research, but let me tell you today, students are to be restricted from the use of AI, which has done more harm than good. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming for a counter argument. Please put your hands together for Rhoda Aluko.
The chair in the house. To suggest that we shield students from AI is like saying we fight a storm by burying our heads in the sand, a futile and dangerous move. My opponent believes that restricting students from under 18 from using AI can prevent cybercrimes and foster critical thinking. But let me ask you this. How can we expect our students to swim in the ocean of tomorrow when we refuse to teach them to navigate today's waves? A 2022 report by the World Economic Forum confirmed that education, not restriction, is the most effective path to reducing the risk of cybercrime. As for critical thinking, the notion that AI stifles it is beyond misguided. A 2023 report by Massachusetts Institute of Technology showed that students who use AI for learning not only improve their problem-solving skills, but also think more critically and analytically. AI doesn't destroy critical thinking, it elevates it. To restrict AI is to cripple the future. As the saying goes, you cannot sharpen iron by hiding it from the fire. We must guide our students in building these powerful tools, not deny them access.
And while we're yet speaking, currently, the best debater in Lagos State's public secondary schools, District 123, came into the auditorium. Ladies and gentlemen, please recognize Ajani Gabriel Okwem. Thank you very much. Thank you. Please put your hands together for our rebuttal, Osibamo Kende. Merci.
Chairman, impartial panel of judges, I overheard my opponent say that restriction hinders educational benefits and that AI literacy is essential for future careers. But I put it to you that there are a lot of alternative educational resources that have been in existence before the introduction of your so-called AI-powered technology. These traditional methods like hands-on learning, libraries, textbooks, and so on provide similar educational benefits without the risk of AI. Remember, you can't unscramble eggs. Monitor AI usage before it's too late. Thank you.
A brilliant mind is a brilliant mind. Please, for the last speaker, give it up for Siego Mary Rose. Please put your hands together for her.
AI is an important feature in the life and learning of today's children. Restricting young students under the age of 18 from accessing AI is like taking the fish out of the water for it to swim on land. My opponents argue that because of the dangers of artificial intelligence, young students below the age of 18 should be restricted from accessing it. But I can assure you that such an approach is the same as throwing the baby away with the bathwater. Queen Rania of Jordan stated, and I quote, "In education, technology can be a life changer for kids. It can bring textbooks to life, connect students to their peers in every part of the world, and can bridge the inequality gaps." End of quote. If AI can play such a crucial role in the life and education of young students, then it is absolutely necessary for them to have access to it. Parents and educators must ensure proper guidance, monitoring, and responsible use of AI for young students below 18 years. By so doing, we can preserve the baby while throwing away the bathwater. Thank you.
Let's put your hands together as they all return back to their seats. I would like to bring to the microphone for few remarks the representative of the Director of Co-Curricular Unit, Lagos State Government Ministry of Basic and Senior Education, Alausa Secretariat, in person of Mr. Shion Awojumobi, for few remarks. Please can we put our hands together for him?
It's a good thing from the organizer, JENDOL, that you're doing this. And Lagos State is trying, in which you know, which is the center of excellence. We can't do this alone. Your partnership has gone a long way. We appreciate this. I'll pass the message across. And we expect more of this in all areas. Thank you so much. And the teachers in charge, I must recognize you. Your efforts have been proven here.
We're still in the realm of words, and so I would like to bring to stage the representative of Wema Bank PLC for a few words of remarks. Please can we put our hands together for the representative of Wema Bank.
You guys are all winners. It's not easy. Coming here to speak is really difficult. And the job is tough. But I assure everybody, the 6 contestants here, you guys are all winners. You all blew our minds here. Congratulations to the Ministry of Education, Lagos State Government, and the teachers here. You guys we give you a thumbs up. Basically, I have a gift, and the gift is that we are looking for our ambassadors. So the 6 contestants here, they are going to be our Alert Explorer ambassadors. But with the consent of their guidance anyway, so for the Gen Zs and As here, please let me see us wave our hands. Generation Alpha, yes. The word for today is explore. Explore, explore, explore. Thank you very much.
I got reports from our judges, and we will need to break a tie. Permit me to bring to stage very quickly Elizabeth Adeleye and Rhoda Aluko. Ladies and gentlemen, going first, please put your hands together for Elizabeth Adeleye.
Ladies and gentlemen, the World Bank highlights the potential of artificial intelligence to transform the educational sector, especially in developing countries. AI can improve the pressing issue of learning poverty for about 53% of children living in both low and middle income communities. Distinguished judges, even matches in the hand of an 18-year-old child will either burn his hand or burn the whole house. On this note, in this world, age, I say restriction is not just the solution, but all-round guidance. Thank you.
Please put your hands together for Rhoda Aluko as she comes to the microphone.
The chair in the house. A saying goes thus: give a man fish and feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and feed him for a lifetime. Instead of restricting students from using AI, we should teach them to use it wisely. Students who are taught to use AI responsibly are more effective in the economy. In fact, Peter Drucker once said, the best way to predict the future is to create it. Artificial intelligence is a tool that, when used responsibly, can empower youth to provide solutions to problems that even the adults have not started to think about. Instead of restricting AI, we should teach them to use it responsibly, because restricting AI doesn't solve any problems. Instead, it delays progress. A word, they say, is enough for the wise.
If I'm not mistaken, I think the winner will be going on with about 750,000 naira today. This is louder, but so please, can we celebrate JENDOL superstars? Yes, we'd like to have a few words from the representative of Mr. Lateef, MD Lateef World. Please, can we put your hands together for him as he makes his way to give us a few words? Thank you very much.
You consultant, you really tried, and we are going to allow this annual debate on a yearly basis. So I don't know the winner, but I want to give 2 contestants a scholarship to any university of your choice. Apart from giving the scholarship to the university, I'm going to give make it to be a million naira for the first person. So I'm going to make it to be 1 million. Then the second person, 150,000. Then the third person, 100,000.
Thank you very much, Mr. Latif. I really appreciate you. And then please, students, please think big. Any university of your, sorry, it is not location bound though. Oxford, Cambridge, University Harvard, University of your, don't limit yourself. So, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for yourselves. Decision has been made, but before I announce the winner, would like to have remarks from our judges. So please put your hands together for the stock manager, JENDOL Superstores, Mr. Ayodele Shole.
Let me quickly bother a little bit on the errors, not as much as semi-finals from my own end. I think that the teachers have done a great deal of job to ensure that the diction, the eloquence, the sentences are well articulated. They use them well, and we couldn't really pick because we are enjoying the flow. There's a flow, there's a fluency that was coming with every presentation from here. And there's also some calmness, you know, for you to develop that ability at this age where you can stand here and you're not, you know, at that age. So it means that they are going far. They are going far. These children are going far. Please let's celebrate them one more time.
What stood out for me is the ability for the children to speak from a place of I understand the topic. You know, unlike the semi-final where it was part of struggle and we're talking about some other countries, this time around they were able to speak from their hearts because they are users. And they understood the danger and they understood what is not. So to me, it's impressive. They understood the topic and they were able to deliver, which is something very nice. So to all the debaters, to the school, to the teachers, thank you so much. I don't want you to see whatever is going on in the school or wherever you teach as a burden. You are impacting the world. And to do that, it takes passion and persistence, and I've seen that today. Thank you so very much. God bless you. Thank you.
These students have been marvelous, and I must confess that their teachers have done fantastically well, and I want them to please give them a round of applause. Believe me, there is this bias about private schools, public schools being this. But these are good evidence. These schools are not, they are from very not high-profile schools. But look at the product coming out from there. Man, it's fantastic. And like I told you, God is the final judge. But we tried our best. I had to pray. I'm not just a professor, I'm a pastor. I had to pray for Holy Ghost intervention before we could get it done. And I thank God, at the end of the day, you will agree with us that we tried our best. Thank you very much.
Before we call out our winners, I know that is what we all are waiting for, but before then, we'd like to have a very brief remark from the overall debate champion himself. He has enjoyed that position for a whole year, so we'd like to know how it felt and how he's feeling dropping the baton to the next person. Please put your hands together for Ajani Michael Okoyemi.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Okay, following the existing protocol, I greet everyone present here at JADC 2024. Someone asked me earlier, how do I feel dropping the baton? I feel good, because after JENDOL Annual Debate Championship, I've also been to places. I've been a daily leader in a legislative house. I've also met with commissioners here in Lagos State. So I do not feel like I am dropping the baton. I actually feel like I'm welcoming other people to this space, because it will remain in the record that Ajani Gabriel Okoyemi is the pioneer of JENDOL Annual Debate Championship. So I hope that answers your question, because always a champion is a champion. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, the journey started a few weeks ago with 350 applicants, and as at last week, we had 6 applicants. Our judges have listened to them, the audience has listened to them, and we are making the decision right now. From the 6th position, with about 70%. 70% is a pass mark, yes or yes? Put your hands together for Asiebo Mary. Coming 6th position at the JENDOL Annual Debate Championship. Congratulations to you. Moving to the 5th position, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Adbeteru Joyce. Congratulations to you. So I've just been rightly informed that the 4th, 5th, and 6th position are going home with 50,000 naira each. Extra. Congratulations to you all. Congratulations to you all. The 4th position, Ojeni Daniela. Now I see why the judges are saying it was a tough one. It was a tough one. Congratulations to you. The 3rd position, after days and weeks of reading and preparing. Please put your hands together. Rhoda Aluko. Now, the moment we all have been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Osibamo Kainde.
And welcome, talented young debaters' voices.
If you are clapping, you can make it louder. She deserves a standing ovation, ladies and gentlemen. It's a moment of joy, rejoicing, presenting the best debater. Congratulations, dear lady. Please, can we permit her to come to stage together with our teacher?
Give voice to your thoughts and let your origin take flight as you rise above the rest. So can you debate like a pro? And step to the stage.
Coming second place, ladies and gentlemen, is no other but Elizabeth Adeleye. Brilliant mind, ladies and gentlemen. Please, would like our teacher to please join her on stage also.
It's been a beautiful season 2, ladies and gentlemen. And I know next year will be better. Better in finances, better in gifts, and better intellectually. My name is Aino Ayomide Emmanuel, and I've been your host for today. On behalf of Gender Superstars once again, thank you for coming. See you in season 3. Cheers.